So there was someone, not the only one, but I'm reminded of someone that knew this blessed Spirit so well that he knew himself. He knew himself in relationship to this Spirit. He knew himself in relationship to himself. He knew himself in relationship to every single person that he met. And he knew that relationship so well that we're still talking about this person well over 2,000 years. And on this day, there's much discussion about the resurrection. This resurrection of this one that knew himself, this blessed Spirit. And this resurrection is a rising up, a raising up, a renewal, this seemingly miraculous moment where everything was changed. And we're still talking about it. Now, for the most part, we tend to talk about him a lot. I want to talk about what he knew and how he moved so that we're still talking about him. This master teacher. What he knew is that the Father and I are one. What he knew was that there is no such thing as separation. There is no such thing as separation. There is no such thing as separation from Source, that universal presence, God, Spirit, cosmos, the thing itself, whatever we choose within ourselves to name it, that assist us in claiming it and knowing it and being it. So he knew this so well that there is no separation between it and me, between it and you, between it and us. So much so that millions upon millions upon millions of individualized expressions of this Source are still talking about him. Yes? I believe, and what I've come to know as best I can, I still work on it, by the way, as best I can, is that when I know that there are not two things, there's only one. And when I know that that Source, because there's only one thing, this Source, this presence, this God, this Spirit, when I know there's only one thing, and that's the only thing that's happening, there's been no beginning to it, there shall be no ending to it, and when I know there's only one thing about that, then I know because there's only one thing, I reside in that one thing resides in me, then I know my relationship to it, it's one. And when I know that, I know myself, I've come to know myself, that the kingdom of heaven is within, that the power and the presence is within me, moving through me and moving as me. I begin to walk as he did. And the more that I have those moments in my awakened life as I move through the world with you and with you and with you and with you, and especially the ones that might rub me a little raw or cause me a little edge, or I see something on the news or whatever, the moment that I am reminded that there's only one thing happening, and that thing is within me, that presence is within me, and that is me, I move as me, the I am. That's the only thing he said he is I am. That I am. And what I've come to understand in the short little time, this little speck on a beach of the entire cosmos, is that if we all know this more and more and more, that there is no such thing as separation, then I begin to notice more and more of that. I see more of that showing up. I witness more of that. I'm a part of that, this one thing, moving as this one thing. And then I know that I am not human. I am divine. I am a spiritual body having a spiritual experience, and I live in a spiritual world, and I come to be that I am, that unconditional love. So on this day especially, we collectively, I want you to look for a moment, just a brief flash, silently at one another, and know the I am that is within, the I am that is without, and the I am that is sitting next to you. It is all one thing. Just for a glance, look at the beloved community that is here. You made a choice to be here today, to be resurrected, to raise this thought, to reawaken to that which we each are, this I am. And as we move more and more and more as this, then we know and we get to witness a world that works for everyone, and a life that works for me. And if we ever wanted to honor one man that once walked this earth just like we each are, I believe that's how we do it. No separation. And so it is.